Hello guys, welcome back to another video. In this video, we will be discussing our 8th practical of DBMS, that is database connectivity using JDBC, that is using Java language. Okay, so here write a program to implement MySQL Oracle database connectivity with any front-end language to implement database navigation operations, that is add, delete, edit. That is in this practical we will be implementing the JDBC connectivity, that is database connectivity using the Java as a front-end language, and here we need to perform the CRUD operation. Okay, so let's see how it begins. Okay, so first you need to have the Eclipse as your IDE, then you need to create your Java project. You can give any name to your Java project as my JDBC. Okay, use specific, and then you have to select use specific JRE, and then you have to select finish. Okay, so it will create a project for you. So as you can see here, we have our project. Okay, so this is our project. Now here you have to import one jar file. So how you can do that? You can click over here, then you can build path, then add external archives, then you can see in your downloads I had this Microsoft MySQL connector. You need to include it. As you can see in the reference libraries, I had this. Now I need to, you can delete this my module.info. I don't require this. Now you have to create one class. You can name anything as you can give the name of this class as like I will give first class. Okay, then I will also require public static void main, and then I will use finish. Okay, so close this. As you can see, we had successfully created our class and we had also included my package. Now what I require is I will also create another class, and here I will give this class as student. Okay, now as you can see, the class is successful, this class is successfully created. Now I will create object of this class as s1, and I will create the database. First I will create database. Okay, uh, so this is the method that I had created. Now I will use this method inside the student class. Okay, so this is my student class. So what first I need to in the database connectivity we had to follow stages. That is, first is we had to load our jar file. Okay, second is we need to uh, get connection. Okay, or we can say establish connection. Third is we need to create a statement. Okay, and step 4 is we need to execute our query. Okay, and step 5, that is the last step, close our connection. These 5 steps you need to follow. Now first what I will do, I will create a connection. How we do this is a connection interface that we need to remember. Connection interface is equal to, this is the object of connection interface, that is con I had used, and where it is stored inside the, I will say, driver manager dot get connection. As you can see here, we need to give 3 things. What are those 3 things? That is, first I need to pass the URL, then the username, and last is the password of our server. Okay, so first of all, what I will do, I will create one string URL and set it as so here you need to pass your entire URL. So how this URL looks like is, first we need to write JDBC because we are doing JDBC connectivity. Then I need to provide my server, that is my MySQL server, and then followed by // I am doing this on my local machine, so localhost. Then I had to write my port number. So how I will get to know about my port number is, let me open my MySQL. I will show you how you will be able to get to know about your port number is, uh, you will simply write select @ uh, select @ sorry, port. Okay, so here you will get the port number, that is 3306. So you will write 3306 followed by slash. Here you need to also specify the DB name. Okay, so in we will see it further. Okay, so this is our username. Now I will URL, sorry. Now I will get to know about my username. So my username is root. How I get to know about this? You can do this by select user, and it will, whatever will be the before this @localhost, that will be your username. Okay, so I had mentioned you this, and then you will write string password, whatever password that you had set for your MariaDB, that you can simply do it. Okay, then it is giving me underline. You have to hover it over there, and you have to include the import java.sql.connection. Okay, so it will simply include that. Now you also need to include driver manager has already included. Now why it is giving me error? Because we always had to write it inside our try and catch block. Okay, try, as you can see, I had used try and the errors have disappeared. Exception E, then E dot print practice is one method which will basically display all the errors, that is whatever the exception is coming. So this is how we can create connection. So this is our first step, that is we had created a connection. Okay, created connection. So okay, so we will write over here like uh, connection established. Okay, as you can see. Okay, now third step is to create a statement. Oh, for I forgot, no, I had already included loaded my jar file, as I had already mentioned. Now I had to, what I had to do, I had to create a statement. Okay, so statement creation. How I will do with it? First I will use statement interface. St is the object, and I will use con dot get statement. Get, my mistake, con dot create statement. Okay, this is how we write it, and you will hover it over here, and this will simply import it. Okay, so this is how we create our statement. Now we have to execute our query. So what is our query? As the method says, we have to create our database. So we need to ask our user what is the name of the database. So we will use db name as our, okay, and I will also use, I had to take the input, so I will do scanner sc is equal to new scanner class. I will use system.in. This is our way. Okay, so this is a way to, scanner class is basically used to accept the input from the user. Okay, so what I will write, I will use string. First I will use what I will do, I will do db name is equal to uh, no, not inside db name, yeah, db name equal to sc dot next line. Next line basically means whatever string you want to accept. Okay, it will store it inside db name. Okay, what I will do, I will do sys out, enter the database name. Okay, so it is giving me this. Why it's giving me error? Why it's giving me error? Because it's saying that create a local variable. So I had created db name is equal to sc dot next line. Okay, now it has successfully, not showing any error. Now I had asked the user about the database name. Now I will use uh, I will write query, because I have to execute that particular query. I will write insert, sorry, how we can create a database, create database, and followed by the database name. Okay, so this is how we write, and now we have to execute our query using the statement, using statement object st dot execute, and I will write whatever query I had written. Okay, then I will write it as database created successfully. Okay, so this is our how we can create. Okay, let's see if it's working or not. Okay, s1 may have not been initialized. Student s1 and s1 dot create database, yeah, it's right? The local variable is initialized student s1 dot create database. Let's compile it and see what's error it is giving us. Main dot unresolved compilation problem. The local variable s1 may not have been initialized. Oh, sorry, this is not how, this is the way we do it in C++. New student. Now it will not show us any error. Now let's compile it. Now connection established. So it has successfully established the connection. Now it's asking for the database name. Let's give it as teachers. So database successfully created. So let's see in our whether it has successfully created or not. Show DBs, show databases. So as you can see, it has successfully created this teachers database. So this is how we can create database. Okay, so let's perform other operations. This is how we had created. Now s1 dot, oh sorry, I think I thought that the recording has stopped. Create table. Now second, the method which we will create is create table. Sorry. So this is exactly the same. Just we need to change some things. Copy this as it is. Now here we need to specify a database name. Okay. This was a minor change that you need to do. And then this is the same thing. You did not need to print always. This was the first time that I need to print that connection established. Here you need to pass now. Enter the table name, and here you will define it globally the TB name. Okay. Now here you will write TB name. Now you will write it over here. How you create a table? Create, instead of database, table, and followed by the TB name. Plus you need to specify the attributes inside the table. So let me first create one string that will basically hold the attributes, string attributes. Then I will do system out of enter attributes and the data type. Okay, as you know, now I will use attributes equal to sc dot next line again, and this will basically store my attributes. I will write table name plus, okay, so plus this is my attributes plus, this is how the syntax looks like of create table. Okay, then I have to execute the query, and then I write table created successfully. Okay, let's see if it works fine or not. Let me first drop database teachers. Okay, so successfully created. Okay, now let's again run our application. As you can see, it is asking us the teachers, sorry, database name, not teachers name, teachers, teacher database is created successfully. Now it is asking for the table name. So let's give our table name as student. Okay, so it successfully created the table, not table, but just we have given the input of table name, and now that it's asking for the attribute, let's give id int. Now let's also give primary key test, not null constraint. uh, you can give like normal in you like you give in your command, sorry, MySQL command prompt or terminal. Okay, so here we will specify name varchar 20, and I will specify salary in int. So table created successfully. As you see, we had get our output. Now let's see show databases. As you can see, teacher is there. Now use, I will use teacher. This is how I get into this database. Now I will use show tables. This will give me tables. As you can see, student is the table that we had created. Now let's see what they are described student. As you can see, whatever we have given, that is the ID as primary key, name as varchar, and salary, it has successfully created it. Okay, so yeah, that's successfully created. Now let's drop, because we have to also perform some other operations or like insert, update, delete, lot more to do. So drop database teacher, sorry, databases is not there, dot of database. Okay, now let's minimize this and let's see. Yeah, so yeah, let's close our console. Now let's create another method, that is s1 dot insert data. Now we need to insert our data because we had successfully created. Now let's create method. Now it has successfully done it. Now we had to just copy paste same as it is. Now don't forget to specify your database name, because otherwise it will show you an error and you will get confused that why it's showing me the error. Okay, so I hope you will remember it. So here, now you don't need to write this database name or something like this. You just need to insert. Okay, so let's give insert data as a string. uh, Sorry, it's the same method name as well, string insert, or simply write insert. I will use sysout uh, enter records inside table. Specify, you can specify table name for just looking at showing it more good. uh, so now what we need to do, we need to store insert is equal to c dot next line. Okay, so this is how you insert. This is will basically store all the whatever you will insert, and now you have to mm, write our query, because we need to execute ultimately the query. Select string query is equal to insert into, you can write tb name, that's why I declared it globally. Insert into table name, that is you will specify values. This is how you do it, and then you write insert, then followed by semicolon, and this is how you do it. Okay, execute query. You will write data or record, but here you need to keep thing in mind. We don't want to repeatedly select this option and then inserting one by one. Suppose I will simply write out over that as c is equal to I will ask from the user how many records he wants to enter. Enter the number of records you wish to enter. So it will give me, now you will simply write n is equal to sc dot next int. It will give you the count. So you will write while n greater than 0. Now you will include all this inside your while loop, and at the end you will write n minus minus while n is greater than 0. Okay, enter the record. You will write it like, for showing it more good fancy, uh, enter a record, enter record 1 inside table. Okay, inside your values, this is the values how you will get it. Now I forgot to tell you that we had all last stage was missing, that we had to close our connection. So don't forget to close the connection. So like this. Okay, so this, like this, we had successfully done it. Now let's see whether it is working fine or not. Run our application. Okay, so it's asking us the database name. So our database name is, suppose, same teachers. Database created successfully. Now it's asking for the table name. Let's give us student name. Attributes same, id int, name varchar 20, then salary. Okay, table is created successfully. Number of records you want to enter, suppose I will give 3. So why it's giving us this enter record one record created successfully, because I will tell you, this is a mistake that I was encountering. I will tell you why it's happening. because whenever we are taking the number of records, it's taking the integer and then it's the pointer is in the same line. That's why it is and whenever we are pressing the enter, it's assuming that you have inserted one record, and that's why it was displaying that record inserted successfully, or you have to write it over here, inserted. Okay, and you have to also do the I plus plus. Let me again drop my database teachers, successfully dropped. Let's यहाँ पे sc dot next line you have to mention, otherwise it will again show you that first record is successfully inserted. Okay, again you have to run. Now database name again teacher, as you can see. Now table name is student. Now attributes id int, name varchar 20. Now salary you can give it as int. Okay, successfully created. Now number of records, suppose 3. Now you see that why I was saying that you have to include sc.nextLine, so that first record will get inserted by our own, not just blank spaces will be there. Okay, nor null will be there. Okay, now id is 1, name is suppose abc, and salary suppose 10,000. Okay, record inserted second record, as you can see, def, and the salary is 20,000. Okay, record inserted successfully. The third is xyz, and suppose the salary is 30,000. Okay, so as you can see, record is successfully all the records have been successfully inserted, and the our terminal is successfully terminated. As you can see over here, terminated first class. Let's see whether actually our the records have been inserted or not. Okay, yeah, teacher is there. I will use teacher. Now I will show tables. Yeah, student is there. Describe student. Yeah, student is there. Now I will do select star from student. As you can see, these are the 3 records that we had inserted through our application. This is the Java application through which we had inserted. Okay, so let me drop, because we had to read it also, and we had to read it over here in the output console only. So we don't need to go over command prompt and again writing the select star from student. So that's why it's called JDBC connectivity. So drop database teacher. Okay, so yeah, we have successfully. Now we will close our console and we will write our code for read, because we had created a table, created database, inserted data. Now we need to read our data. So this is there. Here you need to focus more, because why, I will tell you. Same, you need to copy paste, try catch. Don't forget to write TV name. I am writing it again and again, so that you need not so that you will not forget this whenever you will code this on your own. So here, let me erase it all and I will write it on my own. So what I'm trying to achieve is I have to retrieve all my documents. Okay, so let me do string query. Okay, this is query will say select star from whatever, from my TV name. Okay, so this was it. This was our table name. Next, what I need to do, always remember, whatever this will return, it will be as a it will be a result set. Okay, so always keep it in mind. So you have to keep it in mind that it is a result set, because it is giving us an entire table, not just record. So we have to store it inside our result set and then fetch it whatever record is there. Okay, result set, and we have created one rs is equal to, we will write st dot execute query here. Not this time, we will not write execute, we will write execute query. There are 3 types: execute, execute query, and execute update. So this is the second type that I am explaining it to you. So this is query. Okay, so why it's giving us, because this is an interface and we have to import it. So you will import it like this and it will disable the error whatever it was showing. Now you will write while. This is basically telling that check that whether there is something in the result set or not. Next, whether it is some whether there is something in the result set or not, then you need to simply print it, whatever ID, because you know that you have included ID, name and salary. I know it because I am creating the table on my own. So I will write rs dot first is ID. So what it is, type is int. So I will write get int, and whatever the column number is there, column number starts from 1. Don't write it from 0, otherwise it will give you an error and you will get stuck in that and you will say what's the error, and I had done it right, whatever. Second is the name, so I had done get string and followed by the column number, and then again salary I had to mention rs dot get int. Again it is salary, so I will specify the third column. Okay, so this is how we will do it. So you will write it as like this, I plus plus. So this is our how we can write our code. Now I had to close my connection. Don't forget to close your connection. Okay, so this is how you close your connection. Okay, so let's see our databases. Teacher is not there, so let's again compile it and see whether it's well working fine or not. Okay, read data, why it's giving me the error. Let's see whether it read data is here. Yeah, the read data is here. Let's run our application. Yeah, connection established. Database name is again teacher, table name is student, attributes int, id as int, then I had to specify the name varchar 20, and then I had to include salary as well. Okay, so as you can see, table is created successfully. Number of records is 3. I want to enter 1 ABC. So again the same records I will enter 10,000. Record 1 inserted, 2 DF 20,000, and record 3 is this time. You can write KLM or also whatever you want to enter. It's your own choice. As you can see, I had got all the employees and I have retrieved all the record whatever that was there in my. Okay, so CR create, insert and read is done. Now two operations are remaining, that is update and delete. So let's create those also. You will write first update data, create one another method over create method. Let me write it for delete also, so that we need not to, we will do it together this time, so that I'll show you. So here you need to same paste this. Okay, so DB name is same, don't forget. So okay, so in this time you need to keep this thing in mind that we are just updating our data. Okay, so we need to write string query. You need to specify here string update up your string del. Okay, so these are the two variables that I had created. So I will first ask sys out. So I had missed this statement also. This statement is also compulsory over here before this statement. Okay, now it's fine. Enter the attribute and its value. You wish to update. Okay, set, or we can write set. Enter is also okay. So I will write string, not string, because I have created already update. This is equal to sc dot next line. This will basically store whatever we want to. Okay, write query. Now before query I need to, because the what is the syntax of update is update table name, set whatever attribute or value I want to set, I had specified over here, and then whatever. And because I need to also specify its ID or name of whom I want to update, so I will wrap it over here. Text is equal to sc dot next line. Sorry, my mistake. Sc dot next line. So this is again okay. So let me write it. Enter text. Okay, like this. Okay. Query is equal to what it says. Update. What update? Table name. Set. What I need to set. Whatever update is giving me. Set this where whatever text is providing me. Okay. So this is simple query. Then I too need to execute. So I will do execute update this time because I am updating the whatever query I am getting, and then I need to close my connection as well. Okay. So fine. Now let's do the same for this also. Instead of this, because here I need not to, I just need text. So let me give del equal to sc dot, and then I will specify the query. What is the query? From delete from table name. Then I have to specify simple where del. Okay. Okay. Yes, it's okay. Let's run it and let's see whether we are getting it correct or not. Okay, all those things. Let me first wrap it over here so that it's look nice. I will I'll do like this too. I will show what I will do s out. Sorry. Sorry. This out. Okay. What's wrong with it? This out. Menu. Then I will write for multiple times. I will write enter 1 for creating database, enter 2 to create table, then enter 3 to insert records, enter 4 to read records, enter 5 to update record, enter 6 to delete record. Okay, I'll take input. I also need to include the scanner class over here, otherwise it will give me error. New scanner system.in. Okay, I need to import the scanner class as well in order to do. Now I will do n equal to sc dot next int. Okay, you need to specify, not need to globally, you can specify it over here also. If n equal to 1, what you need to do, you need to simply does nothing, you need to do it over here. Else if n equal to 2, s1 dot, just to put it over here. Just to copy this over here and just paste it over here. Let me do it for a rest also. Else 3. So here I need to specify insert data. Here you need to specify read data. Here you need to specify update data, and here you need to do delete data. Okay. Also don't forget to specify the number 6. Okay, else you will simply write invalid input. Okay, so first erase this. Let's see whether our code is working fine or not. Yes, we are getting creating database. So yes, our connection is successfully established. Now our teachers is the name of the database. So database created successfully. Let's create table. Create table name. Table name is student. Attributes are id, int, name, varchar 20, and let's give salary as int. So as you can see, the table is created successfully. Now let's insert the record. 3 is the number of records I want to enter. 1 ABC 10,000, 2 DF 20,000, and 3 XYZ and 30,000 I want to enter. So as you can see, records are successfully inserted. Now let's read the records. As you can see, we had successfully got our records. Now let's update 5 for update. So let's give name as, let me give my name Sarthik, and whatever text for identifying that id equal to 1. So oh, it's giving us error. What's the error? Check the manual that Sarthik where id equal to 1. uh, Name equal to Sarthik. My mistake. Let's again update this. uh, Name equal to Sarthik where id equal to 1. Now it has successfully updated. Let's see our record again. Now you can see, yeah, we had got name as Sarthik. There was mistake because I had done name colon, rather it was name equal to. Okay, now let's delete our record. 6 for deleting. Now let's write what record we want to delete. Suppose I want to delete my own record. So as you can see, we had successfully deleted our record. There is no such record over here. So this is how we code our JDBC connectivity. So I hope you understood everything. So you can see it over here as well. Show databases, use teachers, select star from student. So these are the two records, because first record we had at the end deleted. Okay, so this is the simple practical. I hope you understood it. Please don't forget to like and comment.